Nicky Hawkins outside of London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Pretty poor result, really. It's disappointing, but can't complain.
Yeah, I think as West Ham fans, most of us thought we were going to win today. Disappointing that we didn't. However, I think the bigger picture, when you think about it, we're going into the international break. Whatever happens this weekend, we're in the top four. We haven't lost a game. And whilst we should have won today, I didn't think Palace were that good, especially the first half. I think the bigger picture is we're doing all right. But for me, we never got out of second gear today. I think in the second half, Palace were toothless in the first half. Didn't even have a shot as far as I remember. Second half, they stepped up a bit, and we never really got out of second gear, as far as I'm concerned. With that in mind, you then look to the bench and think, who are we going to bring on to change the game? And there's no one, really. We've got some okay players on the bench, but there's no one on that bench who you think, right, bring them on, they can take us up to that third gear. So I think the next, 3 or 4 days in the transfer window are massive for us. I think their 2 goals, we were poor defensively. I think if we had Zouma in there instead of Dawson, maybe we wouldn't have conceded 2, and we'd come away with 3 points. So, disappointed, but we never seem to win this fixture. We always seem to struggle at home to Palace. Yeah. And I don't know,
But the lack of strength in depth on the bench, if you look at that today, there's a couple of players off the ball, but imagine if a couple of them get injured or go missing. If it's 4 or 5 of them, we'll be in real shit.
Yeah, and there was a moment in the first half where Antonio went down, and he was down for about a few seconds, and everyone sort of took a deep breath, and you're thinking, oh no, what are we going to do? And that's the reality, is if he gets injured, our second goal, good finish by Antonio, but that came from nowhere. Palace are on top at that point, and at that point you're thinking, are they going to do us here? So with that in mind, if Antonio doesn't play, we haven't got another option, and we don't score that goal, and we probably lose today. So in a best case scenario, we bring in 3 or 4 players in the next couple of days. The reality is we're probably going to bring in Zouma, and we might bring in 1 more player is how it's looking. And I think as the season goes on, we've got a favourable draw in Europe, we've got a lot of games, and we're going to struggle because the injury and the fatigue is going to pick up, and we're looking short on that bench.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
bud.